Viewers, you welcome to my channel. If this is the first time of seeing me, my name is Emeka, the Chief Priest, also known as Mazi Emeka. On this channel, I discuss spiritual tips and help people live a spiritual active life. Today, I want to talk about Four Igbo Market Days, the market days in Igbo land and their significance. That's what I want to talk about. And I'm going to bridge this with the significance of days when it comes to spirituality. The significance of days. There are days when you need to do spiritual work, and there are days that you don't need to do spiritual work. I know what I'm saying. This is very, very important because some people want to do things any day. Okay, let me bring it down. As it pertains to other religions or other belief systems, there are days that are to be used for spiritual works. I'm going to use the Gregorian calendar. You have a Monday, the Sunday, down to a Saturday. Days like Mondays Tuesdays are actually good. Tuesdays are actually good when you want to start up a project or you want to embark on a new business or opening a new venture. Tuesdays are very, very vital for such openings. Wednesdays are good if you want to go into marketing. You want to market a product, or you want to talk about your projects and to get more people to look into it. And Wednesdays are actually good. Then Friday is a day that is set aside for if you're seeking for favor. So I'm not going to emphasize on this Gregorian calendar. I'm going to bring it back to Igbos. Igbos are people that are known in the southeastern part of Nigeria. We have 4 market days. So this video actually is it will only be beneficial to only Igbos. If you're an Igbo person, this video will be very, very beneficial to you. But outside Igbo, it might not to make sense to you. So these 4 Igbo market days are known as Eke, Orie, Afo, Nkwo. Eke is the beginning of the week in Igbo land. Eke is the beginning of the week in Igbo land, seconded by Orie. And then you have Afo, which is the 3rd. Then you have Nkwo, which is the 4th. Now, in some quarters, some people have come to say that Eke is according to some stories on the internet. Some Igbos have come to say some certain things about these 4 market days. Some are bringing some kind of confusion, and we say the Eke represents the sun, and everybody knows that the sun is the energizer of every living thing. Everything that lives on earth is being energized by the sun. So Eke is the energizer, is the energy giving power point of every living thing. Followed by Ori. Ori is water. Then followed by Afo. Afo is air. Some people doesn't agree that Afo is air. Some people say that Afo is land, and me, I don't agree with that because Afo is air. Then Nkwo is land. Now look at it. Most people will argue that Afo is land while Nkwo is air, and they've been saying it with all vigor and strength, and saying that Afo is land while Nkwo is air. And you ask them, how did they get this particular notion from? They tell you that Nkwo bu ikuku, no Nkwo ka ehiwere na no ikuku Nkwo na Afo bu ala. And I don't know how they sum up this particular ideology. Mhm. Now look at it. This is how it is, and this is a perfect arrangement. In everything in creation, there's always a balance. The creator of this universe created everything and struck a balance for it. Everything it was created male and female, male and female. If you say that Afo is land, and Nkwo is air, how do you strike that balance? Eke, we all know that Eke is masculine. Eke represents the masculine energy, which is the sun. Eke represents the sun, which is the masculine energy. Then you have Orie. Orie is the feminine energy, which is water. Now, if you're trying to tell me that Afo is land and Nkwo is air, remember, everything I said is masculine, feminine, masculine, feminine. If Eke is masculine and Orie is feminine, it is okay to say that Afo is masculine because Afo is air. And if you look at the way the air and the sun, their characteristics, you realize that the air is masculine. Then Nkwo is land, feminine. And why are we putting Nkwo being feminine? Because women are known for multiplication. If you are having a coital relationship with a woman, all you're looking for, if you are getting married to a woman, all you're looking for is to multiply what you've already had. So a woman is coming in to multiply your wealth. But the problem is that sometimes people get married to the wrong person, so their problems get multiplied. And that is why one have to be careful when you are going about issue of marriage. Now, that's not the topic that I'm bringing in now. I'm talking about Nkwo. Nkwo is known as the day for productivity, the day for multiplication, and that will be ascribed to feminine energy. Now, Nkwo being feminine or female is a day that is set aside. If you look at all Igbo lands, on Nkwo Market Day is a day that has been set aside to congregate all markets to be in one place. In Igbo land, they have some small markets like stores, shops, and all that. But there's a day, according to Igbo tradition, that is set aside to congregate, to bring all these markets. And that will call it, is like a coalition center to coalesce, to bring all these markets and bring them into one place. And then people can come from different angles and buy in that same place and realize that that's a day that things are quite affordable or sometimes cheap. That many women don't play with Nkwo Market Day. Women do not play with Nkwo Market Day because of it's a day that every woman wants to buy things at a cheaper rate compared to other days. So if you're going to tell me that Nkwo is air, what is the air doing in the marketplace? We know that Nkwo is land, and land is about productivity. Land is about multiplication. If you take one seed, that is why I'm saying Nkwo represents feminine. If you take one seed, maybe seed of a corn or seed of any crop that you take a seed and you put it inside the soil, it will not come back as one seed. It will give you one particular, let's say, crop. That's like a maize. If you bring a seed of a maize and put it inside the soil and water it, and there's sun and there's good soil, if the soil is fertile, you don't expect that seed to come back as one. It will come back as a full crop. So it shows you that land is about multiplication. That is the same thing with women. That if you get married to a good woman, your wealth will be increased. And I stand to be corrected. So many of these wealthy people we find in our society, they are being backed by, there's a feminine energy in their lives. And that feminine energy might not necessarily be their wives, it could be their mother. It could be their sisters, it could be their relatives, somebody that is fueling or pushing that feminine energy into that man's life and wishing him well, the person will go far. So that is what I'm trying to say, so that we'll not be having this confusion. Whoever is trying to talk about Odinadibo spirituality, don't be bringing what you read in the internet. We were speaking from the source, because whatever I'm teaching here is what I was told to teach, and that's the truth. It's not debatable. It's not something to start that will bring argument. So the significance of all these days, that there are days that are set aside for some spiritual work, and that those spiritual work will be very effective. Like me, if I'm trying to install somebody's agu or do anything related to agu, I'm using a K market day. Why am I using a K? Because a K represents agu, is that source of strength and source of energy. That Ikenga works with Eke, is the first day of the creation, that everything became alive, that sprout out of its shell. You understand? That is the key. Without the sun, the egg cannot crack. So the warmth from the sun helps the egg to crack. Just like the female hen is also laying its egg and trying to hatch its egg, the warmth from the female's the hen and that of the sun must work hand in hand to crack that egg, so that the egg, the chicks in the egg can be able to come out. So if you take it down to Ori, Ori is feminine. When there's too much sun, it's you know about evaporation. So many of you read about sciences. I read about so many of you have read about science, how evaporation came into place, and definitely you're going to have water when you have heat. When the sun hits the ground, if the sun, the masculine, hits the ground, which is feminine, it's going to produce both masculine and feminine. I hope you understand where I'm going now. So that is how it is. So in case this video is not for any argument, but in case you have any question or any observation or any comment to make, you can chat me on my WhatsApp, the comment section. I'll be there to respond to them and make more clarification on what I've just said. So it's just all about having clarification, because where there's no clarity, there will always be confusion. So Odinadibo spirituality is not a platform, or it's not a system where you'll be having one argument against another argument. It's the truth. The truth has nothing to be argued about. The truth is the truth. When it comes to when you're looking for favor, if that day coincided with Nkwo or Afo, it works well. Why? Because those 2 days are very, very important. You see Afo and you see Nkwo is good for when you're seeking for favor. Especially again when you are seeking for anything related to the land or even land cleansing. For those people that have done things that the land is demanding remission of sins from them, they can use that day to appease the gods of the land. That's the Oboshe Nkwo and Oboshe Afo. Those 2 days are very, very important. But Oboshe Eke is a day that you can use. Maybe you want to start up something, or you want to activate your Ikenga. It is very, very important. Like today is being Eke Market Day. It's a day that you can use it to re-energize yourself and make your Ikenga to be working. Then if you talk about Uri is a day set aside for water elements, that you can use it to offer sacrifices to the water element. The same thing with Nkwo. Both Ori and Nkwo are all feminine. That days that you can use to appease water deities. So, and that is the truth. It's not something to be debated. So just in case you are having any confusion, like I said earlier, you can chat me. And then for those people that want to do alpha consultation, want to know what is going on in your life, maybe things are not working as it ought to be, or you're having strange dreams, you have been seeing something in your dream and you don't know what it's all about, because sometimes spirits are going to speak to you through so many mediums. It could be through human beings or it could be through dreams. So if you have these kind of dreams that you don't know what is going on, or you are being attacked in your dream, or something was taken away from you, or somebody is trying to snatch your gift or your destiny, you can chat me on my WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is 09040113281. Thank you for stopping by. Lagazie.